Hello, everyone. Welcome to another APH Virtual Excel Camp. This week is Transition Age Campers, and we are going around the world. We've already had a couple destinations. I wonder where we will be today. We are so glad to have you with us. Feel free to drop in the chat who you are, where you're from. I think we're on Teams again today, so pay attention. Again, I'm saying welcome to the Virtual Excel Camp from APH for Transition Age, and we are around the world this week. So let's learn who our instructors are. It is JoAnne Chalom, an Orientation and Mobility Specialist. Hello, JoAnne.
Hello, everybody.
And Robbin Keating Clark, a Vision Rehabilitation Therapist. Hello, Robbin.
Hello, everyone.
And our student intern, Susan Drake, who is almost no longer an intern. Hello, Susan.
Glad to be here on day 3.
And so I am going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to turn it over to your instructors, and we'll be popping back on to play a game I've heard. Back to you guys.
Hello, everyone. This is Robbin speaking, and on behalf of JoAnne and Susie, we are so excited for day 3. So let's set us up really good. If you haven't opened up your chat, make sure you open up your chat window and say hello to us. We are wrapping up our time in Japan. It's been wonderful. And thanks to Keating, we learned so much about Japan. In fact, I would love to know what was something you really liked about yesterday's session about learning about Japan. Oh, look it, Dia's already starting us off in the chat window by saying konnichiwa. Look at all these great things. I am not going to try to speak any more Japanese, as I think that might be disrespectful to the language. But Whitney is already sharing that she loved learning about the different foods. Oh, I totally agree. Anna is saying the same thing in the chat window. It was so fun to learn about the different types of food that is out there. Now, if you checked your email today, you saw your extension activity, and it is a choose your own ramen adventure. We have provided 3 different ramen recipes that you can make. Now, you can make 1, you could make 2, or you could make all of them. But either way, let's get you going and having some fun with ramen. I think it's super fun to see everybody here with us. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave this beautiful place, and we're going back through the airport, through TSA, and we're boarding our plane again. Now, where are we going? That is the question. We're sitting on the airplane right now, of course, at social distance with our masks on. And let's ask everybody, where do you think we are going to go today on our final day of the amazing race? So I love looking at everybody's notes about what we loved for doing yesterday. So I'm already seeing Hannah talked about chopsticks, and Hannah even sent a video of her picking up M&Ms with chopsticks. That was so fun. Now, where do you think we're going? Brianna thinks we're coming back to the States. Dia is thinking maybe we're going to go to Canada, maybe to China. What are some other predictions about where you think we're going? Darren is already telling us that we should go to San Francisco. I totally agree. I love the redwoods. I love the food that's there. Megan says we're going to Mexico. Mexico would be so fun. Brianna is already saying that maybe we should go to Denmark. Ooh, I love it. Dia is suggesting India or France. Wait a minute. We might have to keep this camp going. There's so many great places we could go. Australia would be so fun. I actually had the chance to take students to Australia, and we were able to hold koalas while we were there. It was so fun. We got to learn how to play blind cricket, and we climbed the Sydney Harbor Bridge while we were there. Too bad we're not going to Australia. All right, everybody, buckle up because JoAnne, our mobility mama, is going to give us our auditory clue about where we're going. I want to see if you can guess where we're going.
Hello, everyone. This is JoAnne, the Mobility Mama. Yes, I've adopted that name.
Yes! So excited.
Welcome back to the place known for whitewater rafting, snowfall in the summer, extreme temperature changes. If you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. Rocky Mountain National Park, a ski resort, Mesa Verde National Park, sorry if I mispronounced that, and Pikes Peak. This place is bordered by Wyoming and Nebraska to the north, and Nebraska and Kansas to the east, Oklahoma and New Mexico to the south, and Utah to the west. Where did we go? What state and continent am I describing? Where did we travel to? And just in case you travel there in the summer, I have my lovely coat because it snows sometimes in the summer and you need your coat for that. So where'd we go?
All right, so we narrowed it down to the United States. Oh, we see exciting hands from Susie because Dia, you are a geography champion. We are going to Colorado. Woohoo! So it's going to be a nice long flight that we will actually do in about 1 minute. And we are excited to take us to Colorado. Now let's ask everybody, have you either heard of or been to Colorado? So if you've heard of it, type in the chat, heard of it. If you've been to it, type been to it. So Maximilian is already giving us some great clues about Colorado. He's saying it's the home base to the Colorado Rockies. Yes. Dia's heard of it. Darren's heard of it. Okay, so we have a lot of people who have heard of it. Brianna's got a grandpa that was born there and she's been there. Okay, so we have mostly heard ofs and a few been there's. Now, Colorado is such a beautiful state. If you ever have a chance to go and visit the Colorado School for the Deaf and the Blind, I totally recommend it. It's a wonderful school and a beautiful campus. But in that area of Colorado Springs is something called the U.S. Training Center for Olympic Athletes. So that's a big reason to go there. That is where our Paralympic athletes train. Now, when I say Paralympic and Olympic, they're not quite the same thing. Does anybody know the difference between Paralympic and Olympic? Anybody know the difference? Go ahead and tell us in the chat window. All right, so Brianna is already chiming in that Paralympics are for people with disabilities. Yeah, that's totally right. But now, when I say Paralympic, does that mean that these people with disabilities are playing at a low level of competition? Or do you think they're playing at a high level of competition? What do you guys think? I see Susie giving a big hint in her window. She is pointing her fingers way up. That is right. Paralympians play at a very high level or elite level of competition. Now, Paralympians could have a limb that's missing. They could be deaf. They could have a vision impairment. And so they are able-bodied people who just have a little disability, you know, just something little there. Who can tell me what are some Paralympic sports for people with vision impairments? Paralympic sports for people with vision impairments. So I already see goal ball, of course, coming through. All hail the mighty goal ball. Swimming. But can anybody name any others? Oh, look at Hannah already bringing up five-a-side soccer. Yes, one of my favorites. And skiing, both cross country, downhill skiing. There's one more sport that we haven't quite named yet. Yep, track and field. Has anybody ever heard of a sport called biathlon? Biathlon. So, what is biathlon? Darren, do you know what it is? I know, Dia. Did we catch you on that one? She typed, huh? All right. So, well, Hannah wrote guns. It's a little bit more than that. Biathlon is actually a combination of skiing and shooting. That's right. I said shooting, not shooting a little gun. It's more like a rifle style gun. Okay, so it's more like a rifle. And biathlon is actually an Olympic and a Paralympic sport. They modify it for people with vision impairments by using a special rifle and a special target. That the closer you get to the center of the target, the louder a beep occurs so that a person can see where the target is. It's a really cool sport. But Colorado is really known for skiing. Who can tell us the two different types of skiing there are? Or the main two? Anybody know? What are the two different types of skiing? Oh, Brianna's already answered us. Cross country. That's right. That's when it's flat and you're just going easy peasy across. That's my preferred way. And then downhill. That's right. Which you are doing what? You're going downhill. So, which does everybody prefer? Downhill or cross country? Let's ask even our teachers. JoAnne, what do you think? Downhill or cross country?
I've only done downhill once and I haven't tried cross country. So I crashed downhill. So I'm going to try for cross country.
So JoAnne, I am with you. I took my students skiing and I fell down the mountain while we were doing it. And they had to put me in a wheelbarrow and carry me over to the ski lodge. I wasn't critically injured, but I haven't done downhill. I've since switched to cross country. Susie, what about you?
I love downhill skiing. It's one of my favorite things to do. So, yeah.
Okay.
I've never tried cross country. It looks like a lot of work.
It's a good exercise. Okay, now Leanne, what about you? I see your camera on.
I lived in upstate New York for 10 years, so we did both downhill and cross country. I owned my own cross country skis. I rented my downhill. So it was easier and a lot cheaper to go cross country. So I liked both, but I can downhill without any problem.
Oh, well, I cannot. I could not make the pizza that they kept telling me to make with my skis. I kept saying, I just want to eat pizza. I don't want to make a pizza. And that's how I probably fell down the mountain. So students, we want you to remember that skiing is a very popular sport for people with vision impairments. So almost no matter where you live, you can look up adaptive ski lessons and you can go get ski lessons, especially for downhill. So I want everybody to remember that skiing, as much as you think that is a very visual sport, it's actually one of the most popular sports for people with vision impairments. And in fact, USABA, which is the U.S. Association of Blind Athletes, they actually have ski clubs and ski events in Breckenridge where you can go and do skiing with them. So remember, while we're in Colorado, we're all going to do some skiing. Darren is already bringing up, what about snowboarding? One, I will tell you that adaptive lessons do cover snowboarding a lot of the times. Second, Darren, if I couldn't make it on two skis where my legs could at least move independently, having them both stuck to a board, No bueno for this chica. JoAnne, what do you want to say?
I was just wondering, for those of us who are not that great at skiing, could there be adaptive tubing?
Oh, or just regular tubing. That would be awesome. Oh, I'm going to go with JoAnne, and I love tubing. Is anybody else a fan of tubing? I especially love it when there's the magic carpet that brings me back up the mountain. Oh, Brianna's already saying yes for it. So tubing is when you get to sit in that big inner tube and you get to go flying down the mountain. It's so fun. So Hannah's wondering if tubing and sledding are the same thing. Yes and slightly no. The slightly no is a sled is usually a longer thing that you sit on, and a tube is literally a circle. But you're doing the same thing going down, fast and fun. So I recommend trying out both this winter. Skiing, yes, I'm looking at Whitney. She says skiing uses a lot of balance and technique. You got to start on the small bunny hill and then work your way up. However, while we are talking about going skiing, you are likely going to find Robbin in the ski cabin hanging out drinking hot cocoa. So while we have landed in Colorado, we have rented a super deluxe awesome cabin to stay in, which means we need a mobility lesson on room familiarization. How are we going to figure out where we are in a room? So instead of doing mobility outside in Colorado, we are doing mobility inside in Colorado. So take it away. Wait, mobility mama JoAnne, and lead us in our O&M lesson.
All right, glad to help out. So now that you've had your hot cup of cocoa, of course, with marshmallows, you have to do that if you're in Colorado. We're going to find our way around our lovely cabin and whipped cream, of course. Sorry, what was I thinking? So how are you going to find your way around your cabin? What could you do? Does anyone have any ideas how you can familiarize yourself around your cabin? How are you going to know the perimeter, the surrounding of it? Sighted guide, good. Does anyone bring their cane with them on their trip if they have one? Tactile maps? Okay. How about like traveling with someone that could describe the room? Walk around with your cane? Good. So you can do all of those things. So you can walk around with your cane. You can walk around with a friend or family member. And remember, if you're being familiarized, you have to have a really good describer there. So someone who's going to tell you, there's a couch over there. There's a fireplace to your left, to your right. And remember, use those descriptive words. Over there, over here. Does that mean anything? Not so much. So you want to walk with someone, with your cane, without your cane, with a guide. And they have to describe not everything, but the big items like a couch. You don't need to know every picture in the room, but you do need to know if there's something hanging on the wall that you might bump into, you want to know that's there. So you would go into the main rooms, you would go into the bedrooms, you want to know the layout of the kitchen. Is it a big kitchen? Is it a little kitchen? And then you can make a tactile map before or after. You can ask people where things are located. But remember, if they start using the over there and over here stuff, you have to gently remind them, is it to my left? Is it to my right? Is it in front? Is it in back? And preferably before you bump into something. You don't want to bump into something. That's not the way you go on vacation. So how are we going to get around? Now, is there a laundry room there? Are you going to be there for a week? Will you need to do laundry? What could the safety hazards be? Well, if you're in Colorado, do you think there might be a fireplace? Safety exits? If you need to get out in a hurry, you want to know your way around. So you need to know how to get in and how to get out and do it quickly because you want to be safe there. You also want to know about stairs. If it's 2 levels, you want to check out those stairs and make sure there's a railing. Yes, and some people definitely need to know where the fridge is because after you've gone skiing cross country or downhill, you want to have something good to eat. And I don't know if there is a mini fridge in these places. My guess it's more family friendly, like a regular size fridge if you're in a cabin, but there could be. So you want to know where all that stuff is. And if you're in the kitchen, the microwave, the stove, all that good stuff. So, any other ideas on how you should become familiar with it? Are there any tactile? Is there any braille anywhere to tell you you're at the right cabin? Because after you're done, you're going back to your cabin. You want to make sure you're going back to the right place, right? So maybe some signage. Could you walk around the room by yourself, check it out, see if you know where you're going? Where's the bathroom? Where's the bedroom? You know, you want to check these out before you're done with your day and you're tired and you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're trying to find these things. Any other places you think you should know? We covered, I think, the basics. How many steps it takes to go to get somewhere? Well, you could use that, or you could use your cane. You could curl up your hand and do some kind of guide. You can use landmarks inside. If there's something really big or there's something that tells you you're in your cabin, great. But I think you get the idea. And you can also use clues, things that you'll hear on occasion, but not all the time. If you hear the running water, it's going to be, hopefully, either the bathroom or the kitchen. You don't want running water in any other room in the place. All right. Thanks so much, Robbin.
Oh, yes, because if we're going to be hanging out and playing a game next, I definitely think we should know our surroundings. And just remember, orientation and mobility doesn't always mean traveling on a route. Another really big part of O&M skills is room familiarization, landmarks. It literally is orientation, where are you, and mobility, where are you going, or how are you going to get there? So those are some really important things that everybody should remember. Now, we are going to set up for our big activity. And this activity, some of you already know because I've seen some of your comments in the chat. We are going to play a game called The Quest. And we're going to take a few minutes to set us up and talk about why we are playing this game. And I want to encourage you that you can also play a game just like this with your family in your own home and have a lot of fun with it. My family has played this game in our home and we are like running over each other while we play it. It's really fun. So a couple of things I want to remind you. One, you can turn on your cameras to play this game. And if you can't, that's okay. But if you can get your cameras ready to turn on, if you feel comfortable. If you are not going to turn your camera on, would you tell us in the chat window, no camera? That just lets us know who everybody is so that we know who is going to do this with a voice and who is going to do this regular. Oh, Brianna, no camera. This means I can't see you run and get something with us. Okay, so I see a lot of people coming through and letting us know. Okay, perfect. So keep telling us right now if you're gonna have camera or no camera. Oh, Brianna, that's okay if there's a window behind you. That's only a Camp Abilities rule. So if you can play, that's okay that way. So if there's a window behind you, that's okay. Hannah will be using her camera. We're really gonna take this moment right now to give you guys time to turn on your camera in the bottom left-hand part of your...
First, they have to raise their hand and I have to promote them or they can't turn anything on.
That's right. If you would like to turn your camera on, will you please raise your digital hand? And Leanne, I forgot who's at master control. will help you turn your camera on. For all of you who do not have your cameras on, that's okay. You can also unmute. You can unmute for this, which I think, Leanne, everybody can unmute themselves, or do they need help?
Yes. If I have promoted them, they're unmuted for a camera and a mic. If they just want their mic on, raise your hand now.
Okay. Hello, Abrienda. Hello, Dia.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hello, Hannah.
Brianna, I got your mic on for you.
Hi,
Thank
Kennedy Faith. Good to see you. Don't stress out. We're purposely taking this a little bit slower so that we have plenty of time to work through this. All right. We do need everybody to play either with their voice or in their camera. If you need help with things like Alexander just let us know.
Alexander, I will get that fixed. Thank you. You should have the ability to now.
Just let us know. So you can play multiple ways with your camera on, with your mic on. Hannah, are you so excited to play? Are you ready? Because you look ready.
I'm so ready.
Oh, I love it.
Wait, can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can.
Okay.
Hannah, this is Susie. I just want you to know, Hannah, I am going to beat you this time.
I think they turned me on.
Yep.
Oh, Brianna, I'm going to beat you too.
All right.
Just be glad Robbin doesn't have to do a handstand this time.
I will not be doing a handstand this time at all. I know some of the people are like, what are we about to get into if they're talking about handstands? I agree. We are not doing that. Whitney looks like she needs some help.
Okay.
Just go ahead. If you need a little bit of help to play, just go ahead and tell us in the chat window. We want you to either play with your camera on or with your mic on. So
Whitney, I moved you so you can turn on your camera. If that is not what you wanted, you need to let me know.
Brianna, we cannot see you.
Okay.
The next thing is I want to make sure everybody knows how to raise their digital hand, because if for all of our friends that are not using their camera, I need to know that you know how to do it. So you don't have to raise it right now. We just want to make sure you know how to raise your hand.
I don't know how to do
Do
it.
you want a camera?
Okay.
Darren,
That's
did you
okay.
want your camera on or did you want just your microphone?
This question is for Darren. No camera. Okay.
Okay.
No worries. We are still happy to play. Okay, I think we are just about there for everybody who is going to play. And
Wait, I don't know how to raise my digital hand.
okay, no worries, Alexander. We'll work through it. Okay. Just want to make sure. Are there any other students who are on with us that want to play? Faith is wondering if there's the key command for turning the mic on and off. I think, Faith, you need to be promoted to player.
Faith, I've released your microphone. If you wanted your camera, just let us know.
There we are. Hello, Faith. All right, Faith, can you hear me? So Darren and Faith are still muted. Whitney is still muted. I just want to make sure that the three of you also know how to unmute yourself.
I know I did it.
Alt-A for many computer systems works.
Just checking with everyone.
Maybe it never got plugged
I
back
think I
in.
got it.
You do, Brianna. I can hear you. Whitney, I can hear you. I can see you're there. Anna's playing. Hello, Kennedy Faith. Hello, Dia. Faith, you're my only one who I don't see that has unmuted yet. Now, if you have not opted to play with your mic on or with your camera on, you can still play in the chat window and we will make this all work. Don't you worry. There's Darren. All right, just make sure you know how to mute and unmute if you are in a noisy background. All right, I think we are just about set up and we are ready to play our game and have some fun. So the Quest is a game that's played many ways. Now remember, this whole...
Oh no, and Robbin froze, so we're gonna give her a minute. Oh, I think she's back.
Oh, I was like, I'm not frozen. I'm not frozen. Okay.
I
You were
was
for us.
wondering.
You're unfrozen. You're good.
You're good now. And no, she's not.
No, she's
Ha
not.
ha.
All right.
So we get to see Robbin smiling at us, just so you guys know, at least she has a smile. Every once in a while when Zoom freezes, it gives the goofiest face of the human that gets frozen. The one person that I don't know if they worked out their mic was Faith. Faith, you can try clicking Alt-A to keep it on, or you can try holding down your space bar. You can give that a shot. You're the one person who I haven't heard from.
Button. JoAnne image. You are use image. Leanne, mute my audio sub stop video sub.
Someone's
close.
got their audio
Open
going.
Chat panel button. Voiceover.
Who had their voiceover going?
That was just me. I was just making sure that.
That was you. Okay, I was making sure. I was trying to see if it was Faith. I haven't been able to get Faith to get her mic on, and that's about all I can help with at the moment. Hopefully, either Alt-A or holding down the space bar will help her out.
Or Command A if you're using the Mac.
Or Command-A for the Mac. That is really, really good to know. Okay, Susie and JoAnne, I have a question for you. I hear we have to go on a quest in our home. Is that true?
We do. Now, you remember we took a virtual tour of our cabin not too long ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we have to go on a tour of our real homes here. So, if you're ready, you have to go find things and you have to find out where they are in your home. So your first item to go find.
Hey, JoAnne, it's Susie. Can I interrupt you for a second?
Robbin came back.
Robbin, I was just getting ready to explain some rules for the quest.
Oh, okay. Well, I am back, and just so you know, I do have my backup hotspot. If something, Zoom just bloop, it just left, and I had 3 backups saying, "No, I'm ready." I was just about to text Susie to say, I'm here. I don't know what happened. I think maybe somebody didn't like my Japanese speaking from yesterday, and they booted me out. Maybe
that's exactly what it was.
Or maybe Brianna knows how good I am at playing at the quest and is trying to sideline me.
Oh, wow, Robbin.
I'm pretending to stroke my evil beard in my situation. But just in case, JoAnne and Susie, your heart just stopped for a hot second.
No, we were good without you.
Okay, we are back. Do you want me to continue on with about what we're
I had just started to tell him about how you have to wait for go.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have to find the item in your home and then bring it back and show it.
Yep.
So I hadn't even really gotten started, if you want to explain all that.
And if you can't show it, what do you do?
I was just about to tell you, if you can't show it, but you found it and you're playing, type found it in the chat window, okay? So you can show it on the screen, or you can just type found it or got it in the chat window, okay? So the object, or the reason why we're playing the quest, is because knowing where things are at in your own home is really important. And sometimes we don't always get a chance to learn where things are located. So you really need to know where things are located. Now, Hannah has wrote in the chat window a rule that we have used before. And that is, if I forget to say go, I have to do a burpee on camera with you guys. What? So I'm going to do my best. It was very motivating last time. I have a feeling it will be highly motivating this time, that I don't have to do any burpees. So I will remember to say go. But remember, the reason why we are playing this game, and you always can play a game like this, is because we're knowing where things are important. So we will play in 3 different modes. One is a speaking one. So if you want to be able to say something, you can raise your hand and say it. 2 is going to get an item and showing it. And 3 is telling us which place in your home this item is located. So for example, if this is a go get it task, we will say go get a piece of fruit. Ready, set, go. And then you go and get any fruit you can and bring it back and get it. If this is a speak it, then we will ask you to speak something or to say something. And again, you'll raise your digital hand or say, I know, in the chat window, and we'll call on you. The third one is what room does it belong in challenge. So if I say, in what room would you find a toothbrush? You would tell us, hopefully, a bathroom. No judges if you say somewhere else, but hopefully a bathroom is what you're going to say. So 3 ways that we're going to be able to play. We have invited Leanne to join us, and Susie and JoAnne will also be playing, and maybe Amy if she turns on her camera. But either way, we're going to have a lot of fun. Before we get started, are there any questions about how we are going to play?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay, if you are ready, I want to see a thumbs up in the camera or a yes in the chat. Dia's ready to go. Amy, Kennedy Fade. I see yeses in the chat. Abrienda Ekov. I don't even know if I'm saying your name that right, but I just like saying it that way. Alexander there. All right. Everybody is ready to go. We are going to play in just a whole group. So you don't have to worry about what team you're on. We'll kind of look at the points later. All right, so Brianna has already typed in the chat window, I hope you have to do burpees. Now, I should definitely ask everyone, do you know what a burpee is? So you know what kind of punishment Hannah and Brianna are trying to get me to do?
Burpees
Okay,
are too
good.
hard.
Oh, there is no handstanding in this space. Sorry, Susie. That is a no bueno for sure. All right, I am determined to not have to do any burpees or a handstand or a worm while we start to play. So, your first go get it item, your first go get it item is a kitchen magnet. Ready, set, Susie almost left her chair before I said it. Ready, set, go. Go find me a kitchen magnet. Kitchen magnet. If you get it, Brianna has already typed, found it into the chat. Yes! All right, go find that kitchen magnet. Amy's back. She showed us one. Susie, JoAnne. Perfect. This is great. All right.
Hi.
Anybody else found a, oh, Dia, I see it, girl. Megan's got it.
No, I'm supposed
Yes,
to find a kitchen
Hannah.
magnet. Because like there's a challenge where we need to find.
All right, now who can
No, I need to
tell
find
me
it.
Megan?
where is the kitchen magnet
Oh,
located?
nothing. We just need to find it. That's.
Who can tell me?
Okay.
Ooh,
We don't need to
where
keep it.
is,
that's a treasure map.
Yeah.
okay. Dia.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alexander, you might want to mute while you're talking to other people, bud.
You want headphones that go over your ear?
No.
Dia, where is a kitchen
Voiceover
magnet
on
located?
voiceover.
So the place I found my kitchen magnet was in my kitchen, somewhere like maybe on near my fridge on this board.
Okay. Did anybody else find their kitchen magnet in the kitchen on a fridge? Thumbs up if you did, or yeses in the chat. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do a speak it challenge. A speak it challenge. And this is definitely one that will test you, but I already know we've got a few who can do it. This is very important to you. Who here can name all 9 areas of the expanded core curriculum? Speak it. Oh, I see Hannah's hand up. Anybody else can name all 9 areas of the expanded core curriculum? All right, Hannah's my girl. She's from Utah. She's one of my students. Lay it on me, Hannah.
Assistive technology, compensatory skills, career education, independent living skills, orientation and mobility, recreation and leisure, sensory efficiency, social interaction, and self-determination.
Boom! Woohoo for Hannah! Okay, now here's a follow-up question that Hannah cannot answer. Who here can tell me what is the expanded core curriculum? Do we have anybody who can tell me? If you know in the chat, you could say pick me or I know. Any student?
Brianna has her hand raised.
Oh, Brianna. All right, girl, tell us what it is.
So the expanded core curriculum is not just your basic like school classes. It's like add-on to help you.
Yes, I like it. Hannah, can you unmute and tell us a little bit more about the expanded core?
Yeah, so like with our vision impairments, it's kind of hard for us to see like things closer. We need to like have like that extra help to do it. So it's like for independent living, we're gonna need like for cooking, we need like the large print thermometer and stuff.
Very
Help
good.
us know when things are done.
How many students have heard of the expanded core curriculum? If you've heard of it, raise a hand or tell us yes in the chat window. All right, I want to see lots of yeses coming through. I'll give you a big hint. The reason why you're all here in the APH camps is the expanded core curriculum. Yes. All right, Brianna, that's right. I'm going to call Brianna. She's my extended student in Virginia. Dia's got her hand up. Okay, now I've got a skill challenge for you. This is something we want to see if you can do it. So this might be for only of our friends who have a camera on, but I give excellent audio description. Who here can touch their tongue to their nose? Can you touch your tongue to your nose?
Oh my God.
I could do it.
No.
I bet you
I
could do
see
it.
Dia laughing. Brianna's already saying not me. Oh, Brianda! We're doing it. We're seeing it. Oh, she's moving it, and she's making the funniest face ever. But wait a minute, Brianda can do it. Gold stars to Brianda. Susie, I never said you couldn't use help. So Susie is using her fingers and her nose to push them together. Okay, that was just silly. Now let's get back to fun. Okay, now this is a go get it challenge. Go get it challenge. Go get something with Braille or large print on it. Ready, set, go. Something with Braille or large print. Something with Braille or large print. Oh, wait a minute. The closest thing I have, wait a minute, is my Braille note. Leanne's already got it. Dia's got something. Kennedy Faith has it. Yes. Oh, look at that. JoAnne
Got it.
Yes. Great job. Great job. Okay, this is a challenge that anybody can do as long as you say, I can say it. And I might need help from somebody to help me make sure we're right on this answer. So I need somebody who can spell Tokyo backwards. Tokyo backwards. Dia.
Let's see. O Y K O T.
Yes! Dia got it. I see Alexander got it. Well done. Well done. All right. This is one of our mobility challenges. You don't have to go anywhere. You just have to be able to answer it. Who can tell me what is the name of the black part of a white cane? What is the name of the black part of a white cane?
Aaron raised his hand.
All right, go ahead.
Darren, you have to unmute yourself.
Megan
your
had a
space bar
good
down.
guess. Megan said handle.
There you go, Darren.
I think it's the handle.
Darren
Or-
agrees.
I know it.
Nope, nope. Okay, I'm going to go to Kennedy Faith and then to Abrienda. Kennedy Faith.
The grip?
Oh, yes, Abrienda, were you going to say that?
Yes.
All right, remember the black part of your cane is called
It's
the
the
grip.
grip.
You need to know that. All right, JoAnne.
All right, just some helpful trivia. Did you know that
That JoAnne's phone can ring right when she's talking. That is the sound of what phones used to sound like in the 90s.
Thanks. But my real comment was, did you know that the grip came from golf? So if you ever see anyone playing golf with their golf clubs, that idea was taken from the golf club and used for the cane. And yes, my phone can ring like it's 1990. Sorry, I thought I had it on silent.
Oh, that was just cute. That's a really cool trivia. So the next time you guys go into your garage, see if you have a family member that has golf clubs and check out the grip of a golf club and the grip of your cane. Now, we're going to stay with this one. So we were at one end of your cane, which was the black part, but now we're going to go all the way to the bottom to that white part. What is the name of that little white part? Oh, Brianna, so fast in the chat. Tip. Dia, do you agree? Is it called a tip?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. That was it. Alexander got in. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, we've talked about the top of a cane. We've talked about the bottom of the cane. But what is that middle part called? It connects from your tip to your grip. Dia.
Shaft, I think that's what
Yes, all right. Darren also got it in the chat. It is called a shaft. Perfect. All right. I think I kind of like some of these Speak It challenges. So let's do one more. Who can tell me the difference between regular Braille numbers and Nemeth numbers? What is the difference between Braille numbers and Nemeth numbers? Dia, her hand shot right up. Go ahead, Dia.
Okay, so whenever we, one difference is the type of subject, i.e., if you're doing language arts, you wouldn't type in Nemeth numbers, which are in the lower cell, which have been developed by this wonderful guy named Nemeth, who unfortunately passed away earlier.
Look at you knowing all of this.
Mhm.
Well, do we agree with what Dia's sharing with us right now? If you agree, oh, Leanne's got a thumb up. That's right. All right, Brienda's in it too. All right, now this is gonna be a tricky one. Okay, now this is, I wanna know, in what room would you find this? In what room would you find a frying pan? In what room would you find a frying pan? Kennedy Faith.
Kitchen.
Kitchen, yes. All right, now let me ask a bonus trivia question. Where are your frying pans located in your house? Where, oh, Hannah.
Mine are on like a bottom shelf near my sink.
Very good, very good. I super like this idea of food questions, and I really love to make cookies. On what type of pan would you put cookies on to bake them? On what type of pan would you do it? Brienda. Oh, you have to unmute, girlfriend, unmute.
To bake cookies, you're supposed to use a baking sheet.
That's right, a baking sheet or a cooking sheet. And now another follow-up to that one. If you were going to bake cookies, would you bake them in an oven or on a stove? In an oven or on a stove? Ooh, I see Whitney. Oh my goodness, look at our chat window. Everybody went for oven, oven. Yes, yes.
Oven.
All right, great job. Okay. I'm not going to have too many other Braille ones, but I am going to test your Braille skills with contractions that I know. So, who can tell me the contraction for ing? Dia.
Ooh, it's to make the ing symbol. It's pretty easy. All you do is press dots 3, 4, and 6 simultaneously.
Oh, now what about er? Anybody know ER? You can even type the dot combination in the chat window. Anybody know ER?
Darren has his hand raised.
Darren.
The ER is dots 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, yes, that was my fingers making sure that we were right. Absolutely, yes. It's okay if you have not used Braille in years. My next trivia question is, if you were on a computer without refreshable Braille and you needed to listen, what would you use? What would
There's
you
a
use,
few
Hannah?
choices here.
Oh,
I would use
screen
JAWS.
reader. Yes, NVDA. All right, those are some good answers. Okay, now let's have you go find something in your house, because I like to watch a little TV in the evenings and I need a remote control. So go get a remote control. Ready, set, go! Go find a remote control. Oh, Faith already found one. Abrienda, yes. All right, JoAnne, look at, she had one right next to her. Oh, yes. And if you are playing found it, yes. Brianna says she's got it. Alexandra, yes. Alexandra's got it. Susie, perfect. Megan is telling us where it is. Well, I hope you're not getting too comfortable in your chair, because we've been in the kitchen, we've been in the living room. Now let's find something that maybe would be in a bedroom, like a stuffed animal. Go find a stuffed animal. Ready, set, go. No burpees. Oh, Leanne's got one. JoAnne's got one. Kennedy, Faith, and everybody, Susie literally has on camera a stuffed animal. It is a taxidermy deer head. That's right, a taxidermy deer head. Oh, Hannah got it. Well done. Great job, everyone. Great job. All right, now I've got kind of a real challenge one for you. Balance something on your head. Balance something. I see it, Dia. Well done. Take anything you can and balance it. I'm going to take my cell phone because I think it's the easiest. And I'm going to balance it on my head. There it is. I'm balancing a cell phone. Dia's balancing a stuffed animal. Amy's got a pamphlet. Susie's got a book. Leanne has a Post-it that fell off her face. I'm still holding mine still.
I have a
Brianna,
moose.
look at you. Megan's got it. Well done, everybody. Oh, man. Okay, now let's talk language skills. Oh, we've only got 8 minutes. Who here can count to 5 in another language? Count to 5 in another language. Abrienda. And she's still balancing something on her head, so she can do 2 things at once.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, can anybody do it in another language?
Brianna has her hand raised.
Took my spoon.
Oh, Anna's going. Nice job, Anna. Thanks for sharing.
What language was that?
Okay, go ahead, Dia.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What language is that?
That's
Wow.
Hindi.
Hindi.
Hindi. Wow, that's
Wow.
so cool. Alexander, can you count to
Wow.
5 in Japanese?
He did so in the chat. Ichi no san yon and go.
There you go. Thanks. I didn't want to take a chance at reading that out loud. So
Brianna still has her hands
Oh,
raised.
Brianna, go ahead, Brianna.
So I know you guys can't see it, but I'm learning signs, so I'm going to kind of do it in signs. So I'll count it out. So 1,
We're all doing it
2,
with you.
3, 4, 5.
All right. Yes, she did it. Alexander wrote in the chat window the Japanese. Perfect. Hannah.
I took French last year, so I know the French one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, man. Everybody's crushing it. Okay. Any last calls? Who can count to 5 in another? Oh, Leanne. And then Amy.
Ein, zwei, drei, vier, sechs.
What
German.
language is that?
German.
I'm not a linguist. But wait a minute, I'm gonna say this next word. It means pancake in German, and this is for Brianna.
Pfannkuchen.
I was there too.
Oh, Hannah was there too. It was the only thing I could learn in German. All right, Amy, count to 5 in another language for us.
It was what Leanne did. I was
Oh,
going to do it in
man.
German. It's the only thing I know.
Perfect. You guys are great. Okay, let's see. We've got one more second to go and find a phone charger. Ready, set, go. A phone charger. A phone charger.
Found one.
Phone charger. Oh, Whitney says she's got it. Brianna, yes. Hannah, Brianna, Dia. Oh my, Susie, did you like rip that out of the wall? Oh, that was awesome.
It's a 2-in-1.
Very good. Okay, now we were talking about those languages. Does anybody know of a language called Pig Latin?
Yes, I do. I studied
Oh
it.
my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. If you know Pig Latin, please raise your hand. I-A, Antwe, Ute, Ire, Uye, In-A, Igpe, Atenle, which means I want to hear you in Pig Latin for the captioner. So please say it in Pig Latin and then say it in English. So Kennedy. Kennedy?
I learned it last year, so I'm a little bad at it.
It's okay.
Hold up. So can somebody else go real quick?
Sure. Dia.
Wait, hold on. Question. Should we
Yes.
say the exact same phrase that you said in Pig Latin, or should we use another?
You can say, I like ice cream. I like ice cream in Pig Latin.
That's pretty easy.
I know.
I hate, I play, I say, imcray.
Yes, she did it. Hannah, and then Angelica is going to count for us in Spanish. So Hannah, will you speak some Pig Latin, and then we'll keep the language going with Angelica.
I-A, Avle, Udfe, at work nay.
Oh, yay. All right, Angelica.
We can hear you, Angelica.
Yeah.
Say it real loud.
One, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Yes,
Nice
Angelica,
job.
this is so fun. Great job. Great job. Okay, we are just about out of time. Oh my goodness. Let's ask you one more question. In what room would you find a pair of socks? In what room would you find a pair of socks? Abrienda. Oh, I can't read your lips. You have to unmute, girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. But anyways, bedroom.
Bedroom. Oh, everybody else is saying bedroom too.
Laundry room.
Oh, laundry room. Yes. All right, who here can name the type of laundry detergent your family uses? Who here can name the type of laundry? Oh, Susie, I was about to read your answer out loud. Susie knows. She uses Tide. What student can tell me? Any student know the name of their laundry detergent? Dia.
Surf.
What was that?
Surf laundry detergent.
Oh, nice. We've got some Tide users. Okay,
Angelica
friends.
has her hand raised.
Oh, wait, go ahead, whoever. Angelica.
We're not quite sure. You got to stay close. Okay, I know we're running out of time, Robbin. I'm going to let you wrap it up.
Yeah, we are out of time. Well, friends, this was a fun new way that we've played the quest. So remember, you can do it with a go get it. You can answer what room you'll find it in, or you can just speak something cool. So we hope you have enjoyed being with us. So this is Robbin. I'm going to let Susie and JoAnne say goodbye as well. Thank you for joining us with playing The Amazing Race. I'll turn it over to Susie to say goodbye.
Guys, it's Susie. I've had so much fun with you this summer, and I hope to do it again with you sometime. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for playing. It was great today. And now that you know what a 1990s phone ring sounds like. Have a good one.
I think I'll never live that one down. But I've made up with it by giving you a new nickname, Mobility Mama.
And I'm going to stick with that one.
There we go.
Well, I'm going to say thank you all for joining us for our transition camp. Next week is junior high school, which you might also enjoy, and you're welcome to join us for junior high school activities. I believe Susie is there, and I think they have a similar topic. You'll find out if you join us as well. We are looking into doing the Virtual Excel Academy in the school year. So stay tuned if you've liked these events that we did in the spring and that we did in the summer. We got more coming for the school year. See you all later. Bye.
Bye. Have a great summer, everyone. Good luck with back to school.